Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 4 of this Prime Speakers Bootcamp. Okay, the Prime Speaking Bootcamp is live, day 4. So, I want you first of all to start making some noise in the comment section. I know you've been waiting for this day since the last meeting. I know you've been waiting. So, start making some noise in the comments. I can see I am for David. I can see Pam Pam so as well. Pampa, please introduce yourself. I know your name is Pamela, definitely. So yeah, I can see Omolola Onifade. I can see Paul Ekareafo. Okay, Ekareafo. Good. So introduce yourself in the comments. Just say something in the comments. Throw some fire emojis in the comments because it's about to go. It's about to go boom, boom, boom. The first day came, the second day, the third day, all the extra Jara sessions that we did, none of them, there was none of them that Samuel said tonight is going to be fire. But today's session, he said so in the group. So you're expecting a whole lot, okay? And it's going to be fun as usual. It's going to be fun. Um, this is not the conventional public speaking classes you take. It's not the conventional public speaking class you take. I've done a lot. I've paid for a lot. I told you guys I've watched. There was one of the courses I did. One course I did on Udemy. I was to watch 600 videos. I watched 300, and I was like, "Oh, more. We are going back to school. I'm tired." But this is, so far, it's the most comprehensive training on public speaking I've come across. Okay, so we are giving you a full dose of value right here. It's a full dose of value. Okay, so if you're in the group, go to the group and tell people there that we have started. This night is not going to be ordinary. They should come and join so that they will enjoy with us. Okay, and yes, engage. Be very conversational tonight. Should I reward people who are active? Should I? I don't know. But engage, be very conversational, okay? It's going to be very fun. It's going to be really fun. And as you engage, I'll pull up some of your comments in the screen. So you can see some of your comments, they'll be popping up on the screen. So yes, make intelligent contributions, engage, while the speaker is speaking, the lines that choke you, those ones that hit you hard, just type it out in the comments, okay? And I'll feature it on the screen. So you are all welcome. You're all welcome. You're all welcome. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I know it's going to be an outstanding, amazing time with you all. So I'm going to be calling on Samu Iwa for Shakin. So quickly, we've been talking about the certification. I forgot to put the announcement, or maybe did I? The announcements, you can start making the payments. Yes, I'll pull up Vivian's name. You can start. We'll pass the information through her. I've been a lot busy lately, so I'll pass the information through her. All those want to pay for the certification, you can put out your name and then pay to the account. The account details will be sent later, to tonight. Yeah, to be sent tonight. So put down your name. Disturb me for it. Yeah, disturb me for it. I want to pay. Go and meet Vivian. So um just put down your name, your categorization, whether you're a student or a graduate. you know Students are paying 2.5 for the certification, graduates are paying 5K. So let's move that aside. Okay, after this we can start talking about that. Okay, so you're all welcome once again. So let's make welcome Samu Yuafa Shakin with a prime clap innovation, or is it clap innovation? Maybe speaking of innovation, because this is a public speaking event. So welcome, sir. Happy to have you here. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for joining us live.
yes. Joining you live from Kaduna, the city of Kaduna. I'm in Kaduna now. I came 2 days ago. Although we don't have any prime speaker in Kaduna, I wanted to meet with anyone, but unfortunately, we don't have anybody yet. I believe subsequently we are going to have members. Do we have how many? Do we have members in Abuja apart from you?
Yes.
Apart from Chideke, do we have? other prime speakers in Abuja?
I know one person. I know one person, but she's not here yet.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
sure we'll
it's
have.
okay.
I'm sure we'll have. We'll have plenty.
I know it's Oka that we have 90%. Oka and we have to do a Prime X talk in Nnamdi Azikiwe University. I know I cannot. We cannot run away from that. We will not run away from that.
Definitely.
Definitely, we are going to think of something. All right. Thank you very much for coming to class. Please call others, those who are not here. Let them know that it has started and it's going to get hot from the beginning. You know, sometimes you say,
Oh
"Oh,
yes.
as it goes, it will get hotter." No, no, no. This one, boom! It's from the beginning. It gets hot. So this evening we are looking at the 5 C's of prime speaking. 5 C's, and I'm going to just add a bonus, just a plus there, plus one. 5 C's plus 1 C. I'm just going to give you a bonus of that 1 C. Now, prime speaking is unique on its own, and it's not the usual that we find everywhere. It's unique on its own. And so I'm going to start with the first C. The first C is the ability to create. That's the first. Please, I need your charts. Let your charts come in. I want to see your charts. I want to see how you're feeling it, how it's getting to you. It's very, very important to me that we don't have any dull moments at this time. Very, very crucial that you give me your feedback as soon as possible. Don't forget that prime speaking deals with PRIME. That's P is positioning, R is repositioning, and the I is inspiration. Then M is motivation, the E is energizing. So when you are speaking, we expect that somebody is being positioned, somebody that does not have a way forward, that is disturbed, that doesn't know what he's doing, that is not, he doesn't know what he wants, she doesn't know what she wants, is being positioned rightly via your talk, via your presentation, via your speech. That's what we is expected. We expect that some people in the group or audience that you're speaking to or presenting to will be repositioned, meaning that maybe they got it wrong initially, but now they're getting it right. All right. So you are repositioning them, means that you are putting them into the right place. Some think they know what they're doing. Some think they know what they want. I've met people that felt or they feel that they know what they want and they don't really know what they want. Some people that I've met feel that they know what they're doing, but I've met people that really do not know what they're doing. I've met people that feel, yes, they know the career path they want and this the area they want to go into, but they don't really know. So such people will need to be repositioned. And that's why prime speaking becomes very, very crucial, very, very vital. Number three, don't forget about inspiration. Your words should inspire somebody. Don't forget that there's a level of there's a level inspiration can get you to that motivation cannot get you into. So inspiration is deeper. Inspiration is much more permanent than motivation. Your motivation is the next one, and it's good to be motivated. Sometimes you need that motivation, but sometimes motivation seems to me like a balloon that was blown so big, and just a small puncture deflates the whole balloon. I mean, that's how motivation is. But I want to prefer inspiration first before we go into motivation. So when you are inspired and you are now motivated, it helps you. The last one is E, which is energize. I mean, you will need to energize, put energy into people, people that are ready to become whatever they want to become in their life. I mean, whoever they want to become in their life. All right. So it's important that you energize people. All right. So you prime priming people. And the real meaning of priming, give life to something and all that. So you're going to prime people by positioning them, repositioning them. I repeat these things because you cannot forget who you are. Because if somebody asks you, so who is a prime speaker? You should not be just be talking. You should give the person real good and tell the person a prime speaker is someone that positions, repositions, inspires, motivates, and energizes, which is very key. All right, don't forget also that we said the central objective, the final objective of prime speaking is three in form of one, but together. Number one, influence. Number two, impact. Number three, transformation. So whatever you'll be saying at any point in time, be rest assured that your intention should be to be what? To impact. Your intention is to influence, and your intention is to transform the people you are talking to. Very, very critical. You understand that? Very, very important. So the first thing I'm going to talk about today, talking about the 5 C's, 5 C's plus one, under what we are talking about today, which is the 5 C's of effective speaker, or effective speaking, or prime speaking. The first one is the ability to create. That's creativity. C, creativity. Let's note that C is creativity. And creativity is what I do all my life, and it's interesting. So, creativity is just what you do too, but you don't know that you are creative. So, let me start by saying that we are all creative. So, tell yourself maybe once or twice, say, I am creative. Tell yourself, you can chat it, you can say it, say, I am creative. I am creative. Say it about 3 times. Let it get into you, because every prime speaker needs to be creative. Creative. You are creative. Creativity is just about bringing into existence. It's an ability, it's a process of bringing into existence. What are you bringing into existence? Value, ideas, solutions, situations, substance. All those things you are supposed to bring into existence. So, ability to create, ability to bring into existence, ability to come up with something. Okay, according to the Dr. Martha Ochuli, she said creativity is applied in imagination. Creativity is applied imagination. Can people still hear me? I mean, I'm not seeing anybody writing anything, chatting anything. Am I not speaking again? If you are still there, please let me know what you're talking, what I'm saying. If it's getting across to you, please let life come up. All right. So creativity is applied imagination. That means imagination comes when you apply your imagination, it becomes your creativity. And everyone is creative, including you. I said it, say as many times as possible. Tell yourself every morning you wake up, tell yourself, I'm creative, because your future depends on your creativity. Oh, goodness. Can I say it again? Your future depends on your creativity, the future of your prime speaking, the future of your effective speaking, the future of your public speaking is solely dependent. I use the word solely because the moment you lose creativity in speaking, you lose relevance. The moment you lose creativity in speaking, in your speaking life, in your speaking journey, that same moment you have lost relevance. And if you lose relevance, you become nobody, because the future belongs to those who are creative. Though the moment you lose creativity, in fact, the World Economic Forum says creativity is one of the top 3 skills needed to succeed in this century. That's what the World Economic Forum said, that creativity is one of the top 3 skills needed to succeed in this century. Meaning that if you're not creative, you cannot succeed in this dispensation. In this century, you cannot succeed if you're not creative. So creativity is key. It's the plug that connects you to your future. Creativity, maybe you say it in my own words, creativity is that plug that connects you to your future. So if you want to get to your future, very powerfully and making waves be effective, relevant, then you have to connect the plug of creativity that allows you to be connected to your future. So creativity is key, and you are creative. I am creative. I don't know if I've told you about my son before. When he was 5 years old, he did something very interesting. So I gave him a cup of apple drink, and my son went to the the sitting room, and I went to the bedroom. So few seconds later, my son was shouting, "Daddy, Daddy, I am creative." 5 years old, you can't believe it. 5 years old, Daddy, Daddy, maybe going to six. I am creative. I am creative. So I said, "Come, come. What's the problem?" So he brought the cup of what's it called, the apple drink to me. Guess what he has done? The guy sliced cucumbers into the apple drink, and he hung one at the edge of the cup, looking like a cocktail. Goodness, goodness. You need to taste that particular apple drink. I mean, it was with a different taste. And I said to myself, that's creativity. The boy was right. The boy is right. Daddy, I'm creative. Now, who taught the boy creativity? I never called him one day. I said, do this, do this, do this. That's creativity. But because I want to quickly believe and make a submission right away that creativity is a mindset. Creativity is a mindset. And you must have that mindset as a speaker, because you will get into situations whereby you will need you will need someone to do, you will get to a point where you have to get someone to talk to you. You will get to a point whereby you need someone to share with you. But moment that you have lost your creativity, you will likely lose everything possible. You will likely lose everything possible. And it's important I make that very, very clear to you. All right. So creativity is key if you're going to be an effective prime speaker. If you're going to be an effective prime speaker, creativity is key. That's the first thing. Now let me say two things. One thing you want to create the right kind of environment when you're speaking. Sometimes you can come into an environment that will not allow your speech, your presentation to be effective. And you have to be creative to create the kind of environment you want, such that the people, the audience, will really not have a choice than to connect with you. Very important. Very, very important. when I went to Ghana, something happened, and I can't forget. Oh my goodness. I went to a school, one of the best schools in Ghana. I mean, very expensive school and all that, but good school too. The teachers, I can't mention the name of the school because of what is at stake. The teachers that I spoke to, the students, my goodness, they were on fire. I know when I speak by God's grace. I mean, if I want fire there, literally, I see things happening. This day, some few days ago, I went to Ghana, and Accra precisely. I was speaking to teachers of that same school that I've spoken to the students. The teachers were looking at me as if they fast and say what you want to say and get out. I mean, I could literally see that something was wrong. That was the first time I was speaking, and I noticed a negative atmosphere. And you can get to that level. Not because you are not good with speaking, or because you're not saying the right thing, but the audience are just with a lot of negative energy. But I was able to create the kind of atmosphere I wanted, environment I wanted, and I got a level of result. There was resistance, but I don't know what brought about that resistance. But I could find a way of creating the environment that I want. Now it happens everywhere. Sometimes you find yourself in that category that you are speaking, but you see a level of negative energy in the atmosphere or in that environment. That means it's important you create your kind of environment. And I'm going to tell you what to do. That's creativity. If you want a lively environment and you see a dull environment, you have to inject a level of life, because creativity is life. Did you hear that? Creativity is life. So you must inject a degree of life into that because creativity is life. How do you that? Sometimes it might just be a story that is very funny you will talk about. Sometimes maybe it's just an illustration that's very interesting you will talk about. Maybe sometimes I've shared that with you before when I went to speak at the NYC camp in Jos area, sorry, in Mango, that's Jos area. I mean, I was the last speaker. And if you have gone to NYC and you know Said, you know they bring people to come and talk some boring talks from morning to evening. So I was the last speaker. Oh my goodness, you need to pity me that day because everybody said what they were going to say, and the NY's 2,900 people, coppers, they were tired, they were hungry, they were frustrated. You don't want to speak to frustrated people. You don't want to speak to people that are frustrated. They will frustrate you too. But when you have the ability to create the kind of environment you want, then you are going to be a lucky star. Now, so what I did was that when the second to the last person was speaking, of course, they were resisting him. They were shouting, "No, we don't want to hear. We are tired." So my fear was that I had not even spoken yet, and they are tired of the person that the person the person speaking before me. They are already tired. Oh my goodness. So I asked myself, okay, how do I create the environment I want? And I remember that I surfed the net, and this will help in content when we get to content. I remember that I surfed the net a day before, and I found out that there's an association called Association of Unemployed Graduates of Nigeria. So God help me, I put that in my mind again. So when they called me, you could see resistance in their eyes because nobody knew me or Fashakin. All they wanted is to go and eat, and nobody even knew me there. I don't think they knew me, so it's of no use. But all they wanted is to go away, and I was coming again as they introduced me. Coppers, we, coppers, wow. They didn't answer. They're just looking at who is this foolish person calling coppers. I mean, they were just, you will know that they were not relating. They were not interested. There was negative energy in the atmosphere. And speakers, you must be sensitive. When you feel it, sometimes it can even be spiritual. It depends on where you're speaking. But when you sense a negative atmosphere that the people are not just welcoming, they are just looking at you and say, "What is this rubbish talk? You're this small boy." Then you must quickly switch and into your creative mindset and find a way of creating an environment that will be conducive for you, then that will be conducive for them too to listen to you. Because speaking is of no effect if nobody is listening to you. I will say that again. Speaking is of no effect if nobody is listening to you, especially for public speakers. If nobody's going to, if nobody is getting you, nobody's listening to you, then your purpose of speaking is very, useless. So as I got up, I wanted to create the kind of environment I wanted. So when I greeted them, I just said, "Do you know that presently we have an association in Nigeria called Association of Unemployed Graduates of Nigeria?" All of them said, "Eh?" I said, "Yes, but I'm praying for you that you will not be a member of the association." They said, "Amen." I got them, and I started creating the kind of environment I wanted. So they started listening to me. In 4 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot believe this. You can't believe. I said I was going to round up. I said, "Sorry, I have to stop now." You will not believe the energy that came upon them. That's when I knew there's power in prime speaking. They started shouting, "No, continue, continue, continue. Please continue." I said, "You are tired." They said, "No, we are not tired. We are not tired. Continue, continue." I saw another positive energy in just like in 5-6 minutes. The environment changed again. And that leads me to another thing you must always watch out for is the atmosphere. That's quite deep and spiritual. You must, as prime speakers, be conscious of the atmosphere. When I say atmosphere, the atmosphere by which that you're speaking, that atmosphere, if it's positive or negative atmosphere, you must understand that. So there's a way you can create the kind of atmosphere around your speaking. All right. So are you still hearing me? It's as if Chidoke is off here, but can you still hear me? Please just chat me up. Just chat me up if you are still there, so that I will not just continue talking and nobody's there. Please continue chatting if you are listening to me. Just say we are here, and there. Just talk. All right. Hello, are we there? Hello. Okay, you are there speaking. Okay, good. So speaking is of no effect if nobody is listening to you. Good. So create your environment that you want. Create the future of your speaking that you want. You have to create everything. No environment is just set. Sometimes you get an environment that is just peaceful, positive, they love you. Some environment can be thick to break into. Some atmosphere can be very, very thick. I mean, you got to be sensitive. And that's why prime speaking is not public speaking. Because public speaking is just you get there, there are things they've told you to do. When you want to get to a point, when you're into public speaking, introduce yourself, introduce your subject, step by step. But this one does not fall into that line. The people you want to talk to, maybe they don't even want to hear what you want to say, even if it's going to be of benefit to them. So how do you sense that atmosphere? How do you sense that environment and change it? You've got to change it so that you can speak effectively. Because the energy you'll be using, you will find out that it's as if they are sapping that energy. If it's a negative atmosphere, if it's a negative environment, you will find out that something is wrong. You are speaking, but it's as if there's a barrier. There's a kind of that stopping the words not to come into the hearts of the people. And don't forget, because you are not just a motivational speaker. Your intention is influence. Your intention is impact. Your intention is what again? Is transformation. Then it is very, very valid that you understand how it works. All right. So for creativity, can I take a question? Anybody? Creativity. Don't forget, you create the environment, you create you create the atmosphere, and when you do that, automatically you create the kind of audience you want. Because you can also create the audience you want. You can also uh, create the kind of sorry. Let me address. Sorry, please. Sorry about that. So you should also create the kind of environment and atmosphere. Then the audience. Now you can create the kind of audience. The audience can come with negative energy, but when you change the environment, when you create a new atmosphere, the audience will fit in by default. By default, they also will come into a new experience, and that's important. When I went to the NYC camp and I told you, the audience, by the time I finished, it was another audience. When the other people were talking, it was the same audience. But because I created the atmosphere, I created the kind of atmosphere and the kind of environment I wanted, it changed the audience too. It created the kind of audience that the words I speak can go into them and bring impact, influence, and transformation. Very, very, very important. We look at that. The next C, because of time, my time has gone. The next C is connecting, connection. Now, it was John C. Maxwell that said, "Many people speak, but few connect." Can I say it again? By John C. Maxwell. Many people speak, but only few connects. So you should understand that only few people connect. That's why some people, they are just speaking and speaking. I'll be wondering, I say, these people, they are not even sensing the audience. They are not sensitive. They just keep talking. Leadership is this and this. If you're a leader, you are not this, and they are just talking. They are not sensing the audience. They are not sensitive. I mean, sensitive about the audience, and they are just talking. They are not sensitive about the environment. They are not sensitive about the atmosphere. That the atmosphere has changed, and they are still talking. Those kind of people are not going to be effective speakers, effective prime speakers. You must be able to connect with your audience. Don't just speak because you have to speak. Oh, they invited me to come and speak. Hey, and you are going. Oh, how was it? I delivered. Oh my goodness. Come and hear me. I delivered. It is not that you deliver. What shows that you deliver is the response of the audience, is the feedback you get from the audience. If the audience were not to be there, then your speaking is null and void. I mean, speaking is useless if you don't have audience. And if your audience are not listening to you, the speaking is still useless. If your audience are not getting you, your speaking is still useless. Because the purpose of speaking is that there should be impact, influence, and transformation. And if that is not taking place, then you have not spoken. So connecting with them is key. How do you connect? Even body language helps you to connect. Sometimes you sense them, you look at them, all right? It helps you to connect. Don't just be talking because they're giving you 5 minutes. You want to say everything under 5 minutes. It was those days I do like that. Sometimes, if I have 5 points to say and the time will permit me to say only two, I stay on that two to achieve influence, impact, and transformation. And it happens like that. So don't run. People, I don't know, when some people they speak, they are running. And so leadership is another thing. When you go to leadership, you would, where are you running to? Where are you running to? If it's 2 points, you because you have to make your point clear. If there is no clarity, speaking is useless. If I'm not clear about what you are saying, I don't care the kind of grammar you speak, the kind of vocabulary. I don't care. If your speaking is not effective, I mean, via speaking, I mean, clearly, then there's a problem. Many people speak, many people talk, but only few connect. So you must have the ability to connect with your listeners. Feel them. There's a way you feel those people listening to you. Sometimes, if you're not responding, it's because I want you to your response or responses encourages me. Your responses give me feedback that you're listening to me. But I'm not seeing you. There's nothing as difficult as speaking to people that you cannot see. Trust me. Nothing as difficult as speaking to people that you cannot see. But your feedback helps me to know that you are listening to me. And you must understand that very, very clearly. So connect with the person you are speaking to. Connect with the person. Nothing will happen if you're not connected to the people you are speaking with. So sometimes I look at who are my audience. And that's why you have to ask yourself as you want to take any speaking engagement, they invite you. Who are your audience? Ask the person. Who am I going to be speaking to? You can't come and give big, big grammar and you are speaking to teenagers. You can come and be giving examples of 1970 something or 1782 when you are speaking to 10 years old and 12 years old. I mean, I was invited to a school to speak, and I do that a lot. I know there's a song raining, and when I started, I used a way to mention that song, and because they were student teenagers, they came alive. What I just suggested to them is that this guy is in your level. I'm in your level. We are together. Immediately, I just mentioned that song. All of them, hey, it's a church setting, but because they understood that no, this person that knows this kind of song, we are together in this thing. Immediately, they open up. I could speak to them, and trust me, I lashed them very well. But because they related with me, I connected with them. They could allow me to say anything, and they were not feeling as bad as that. So the first thing you want to do is to connect with the people you are speaking to. Don't be in a hurry to just enter the point that I want to make my point. It's not debate. With these few points of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you and not to confuse my brother. It's not debate. Speaking is not debate. Don't rush to convince anybody. Just be yourself. Connect with your people. Let them feel you. Let them relate with you. If you are talking to old people, those who are on retirement, the examples you will make will be different. If you are talking to teenagers, the examples you'll be making should be different. If you are talking to illiterates, the example should be different. If you are talking to those who have gone to school, who are educated, the example should be different. The stories should be different. Illustration should be different. I mean, look at me very well. I've gone to speak in a CAC church before, and the place was on fire. CAC, local assembly. When I say, I'm not even talking about local. I've spoken in top-notch CAC church in Lagos. I mean, their seminary, big one. But I'm talking about in Jos, a local assembly. It was, we were saying on, I mean, we didn't even have some, I think it was blocks they have. I mean, I'm talking it's as bad as that. The place caught fire still. Because I knew I was speaking to people that didn't really go to school, people that love prayer, people that don't appreciate grammar. I knew how to fit it. You are a prime speaker. Don't say, hey, you'll be speaking, and people are not understanding what you're saying because you want to be very polished. You've got to be polished. But when you are speaking to unpolished people, your intention is to speak to them, not to showcase yourself. Your intention is to speak, not to showcase yourself. When you get to that level of speaking and everything just prim and proper and just polished, you will be effective there. But when you get to the midst of illiterate, you will have to come down as a prime speaker to still achieve influence, impact, and transformation. Because your transformation is not for educated only, it's for educated and uneducated. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to achieve. What shows you deliver is dependent on the response of your audience. Yes, the feedback. The feedback, you have to feel them. You have to feel your audience. Don't just rush like you are debating with these few points of mine. I don't like that. You don't have any few points. All you want to do is to influence, impact, and transform. Whether with few points or many points. You just want to influence people. You want to change lives. That's the central goal. And that's why you need to connect. The next one, after connecting, is something close to my heart. And I wish I share it shortly with you. And that is content. Content. Content is key. The reason why our content is not only when you have a speaking engagement, you go and prepare. That's not really content. Content is that every day you have information and you have knowledge that will help you in a future engagement. Can I say the truth? I spoken in a conference today. Honest truth. God is seeing me. I didn't prepare anything, and it was extremely powerful. The feedback. Extremely powerful. As in, I didn't prepare. The first time, I even went to check that what did they say I should talk about when the program was about to start. And I've done that many times. Sometimes I come into this class, I don't know what the topic is. I'll just go and say, okay, what? Okay, and I'll start talking. But you can't know. The content is consistently there. What I do is I add to the content every day. It is not when you call me to come and talk, I go and look for content. I add to the content I have when I want to speak. So if you say, I should give you 5 C's of leadership, I have it. Just give me 5-10 minutes, I will give you. If you say I should give you 10 P's of leadership, I have it. 10 P's of creativity, I have it. 10 C's of what again can you talk about? Empowerment, I have it. It's content. I have the content. All I'm doing every day is to add to the content. So you cannot arrive on one content and think your message has finished. Every day I look for content. Whether I have a message or I have a speaking engagement or I don't have, I look for information and knowledge every day. Why? That is the basis of my content. So I just have content now. If you tell me a topic now, I will create seven D's of that topic for you. So, MF, how are you doing it? Content is there. All I need to do is to add content to the content I have. So addition of content is consistent and it's forever. You don't stop adding content to the content you have already. So when you are a speaker, anything can become your content. As you are going out in the morning and you are going to the beach, from going where you are coming from to the beach, content should have come in. From what you see on the road, the conductors fighting with the driver or with the passenger is a content. The pure water guy that is running to say, come and buy pure water is a content. Every happening around me, I can translate it to content. So when I go and read content, when I research content, that was the content I used at the NYC camp. If there was no content ready, what would I say that day that they will listen to me? People that are very hungry. Have you been hungry before? Somebody's talking to you, and you're just saying, please finish what you want to say and get out. No, I mean, sometimes somebody just say, please be fast. I just be fast, please go. I mean, because you're not even interested. Even if he's talking about your life, how you can make it, please be fast. You don't need any motivation. I'm hungry. It's not when you have content. When you have content, you can just bring it to come and say anything, but content will just pop up because it's there. You always have it. You don't. It's not something that you have it today, you throw it away. Tomorrow you look for another content. No. Every content, I had one content to another content. I had it to another content. It's hard for you to tell me to come and speak on something that you not think I've prepared for 20 years. Because content is there. I can't forget when I spoke in the NCCF, that's Nigerian Christian Corpus Fellowship. I think when I was serving in Yobe State, that's about 17 years, 2005, 17 years ago. All right. I know it's not too long. Some of you served too around that time. All right. I'm just joking. You should know when I'm joking. All right. So, Chidoke, hope you know I was joking, Sha. Okay, you should know joke now. There's a difference between joke and play.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I was actually joking. So, they told me to come. And, okay, I traveled. So, they didn't have somebody that would speak that day to the coppers. As I was coming back from Lagos, you cannot believe it. They said, uncle, I was secretary. You are the one speaking. I'm just coming now. How can you say I'm the one speaking now? Is it right? You to think about it now. I'm coming from Lagos. I didn't fly. It was bus. You know this bus I took. I think I don't even know how many. Maybe 16 hours or 17 hours. I was landing. They say I should come and speak. That I'm the one speaking. I didn't know. First off, I can't forget the message I spoke about that day. Can you guess the title? The title is Mind Your Own Business. And I was talking to Christians. That message was one of the most powerful message I have ever delivered in my life. And I didn't prepare for it. Why? Content. So there is a deliberate content building and there is a cumulative content building. Cumulative is that you have there, just keep adding, just keep adding, just keep adding. Then deliberate is that, okay, you have a message tomorrow, you have a presentation tomorrow, you are working on the content, but you should always go along with content. You must live a content added life, if you can call it like that, a content added life. You keep adding content everywhere you go. You don't need to get to internet before you have content. Some of you say, okay, I'm coming. Let me just go and browse. Sometimes I don't browse anything. I go into my infinite intelligence and I bring content out. Because content is in you. Everything you have been seeing, experiencing is a content. All the people that have broken your heart, they are giving you content. Sorry, ladies, if they've broken your heart before, it's content. It's content. Guys that girls that broken your heart, it's content. Your experiences, bad, good, ugly, is content. Some of you, when they say content, I think you are going to research. Content, your experiences and your life is a content on its own. And there's no effective message that can be outside the original content. The original content is your life. Bring content out of it as regular as possible. Say, hey, come at me. I don't even know what to say. Just come out to a relationship. My sister, just share your experience. You have spoken. You say, I've not given content. I've not given content. Share your experience. That's content. So time has gone. So let me move to the next one. Consistency. You have to be consistent in simplicity. If you are going to be very effective in speaking, you've got to be consistent in making what you want to say as simple as possible. Don't make people feel this guy is complex. Oh, when I spoke, they were stunned. I stunned them. They were just looking at me like this. My brother, you are speaking rubbish. That's why they are looking at you like that. You are not communicating. You are not connecting. Say, when I finished, come and see their faces. They were lost. You spoke and people were lost. And you say you are a public speaker. You are lost. Even you as a public speaker, you're a lost public speaker. You spoke and you're happy that, man, when I was through, man, come and see, they were lost. Even you are lost. That's why people are lost when they are lost when you spoke. So you, the audience, and you, two of you are lost. Make your speaking simple. You don't need to get into any complicated. Sometimes when I say a grammar I don't understand, I throw it away. I don't need that grammar for that day. Grammar that I cannot explain, I want to speak it. I don't speak it. You need a level of audacity to show your potentiality, to arrive at very strong intensity. And you are just speaking grammar. My brother, speaking is not grammar. Be simple. Come very simple and be consistent in simplicity. Don't make anything complex. Don't go and bring a story that you don't know anything about because you just heard it yesterday and you don't know the end. You just want to share it. And people say, sorry, that's not the story. You made a mistake. I say, sorry, I didn't finish sharing the story. When you started. I mean, you are just getting things wrong. And it's important you understand that very well. All right. The last one is confidence. I think confidence is the last one I want to share. Confidence. Confidence. Many people are not confident in themselves. I'm going to share this story as I round off, and I'm sure you've heard it before. There's this guy that stammers, and they told him to go and he wanted job, but nobody wants to employ him because he's a stammerer and it's marketing job he wants. You know, when a stammerer wants marketing job, it's just like when a stammerer want to share testimony in the church. You know, it's not easy. And the stammerer said, praise the Lord. Please, I have a special number before I share my testimony. A stammerer, a chronic stammerer has a special number. Are you going to close the service that day? Is the service going to end? So there's a way the stammerer wants the job. They said, sorry, there's no job for you. He said, I can do it because they want them to go and market Bible. So they gave everybody like 6 cartons, but they gave him, I think, 1 or 2 cartons. We know that he will not sell it for 3 days or 1 week. So they gave everybody. So in about 1 hour, the stammerer came back and he has sold all his Bibles. What? He broke the record. It has never happened in that company. So they asked the stammerer, how did you sell all your 2 cartons of Bible in just 1 hour? How did you do it? He said, if you can believe in yourself, all things are possible. He said he believed himself. He has the confidence in himself, despite the fact that he was a stammerer or is a stammerer. Some of you, your inability makes you feel that you cannot be an effective speaker. You are blind, you are crippled, you are handicapped. You can't. I mean, that doesn't stop you from being an effective speaker at all. In fact, it can lead you to become more effective. So they asked the guy, how did you do it? Because they wanted to know. He said it was simple. It's marketing strategy. He'll just knock the door of the person's house, and when they open the door, he will say, good you know, stammer, good afternoon, ma. I'm selling. So as those people, when they are considering that Bible, I don't want. He said, but don't worry, but if you don't want to buy, I can read it. I will read it free of charge. Those people say, don't read, take. How much is it? They pay for it. That's how I sold the Bible in 1 hour. All the Bibles. Now that is confidence in himself. If you are not confident enough, you can never be a good speaker. If you're always scared of people are going to look down at you, you will never be an effective speaker. So be confident in yourself, and very important. Let me just stop there because confidence is very simple. It's just the confidence is just believe in yourself. I'm a public speaker. Don't say it with fear. Then another thing I want to advise us is this. Please don't give yourself a title that you cannot meet up to the responsibility. Don't jump in calling yourself an expert. Even me that say I'm a creative intelligence expert, sometimes I fear. And it's not because of not knowing what to do, but because it's a lot of responsibility. It's a lot of responsibility. Maybe if I knew the responsibility before, I would have not put expert there. So don't be quick to just say don't give yourself something big and people say, okay, just share something and you are sharing and they say, what's this one talking about? But be confident in yourself. Have the confidence that you can do it. Have the confidence that you can achieve it as a public speaker or a private speaker. Just have the confidence that people are going to be blessed, lives are going to be changed if I speak. It's the confidence you need. Without that confidence, you will not be able to go far. You need to be courageous and be strong. You are going to speak to 5,000 people. Be courageous and be strong. You are going to speak to 5 people. Be courageous and be strong. Chidoke said something that blessed my heart some days ago. Or is it today? I read it. He said, if he's speaking free, he speaks with the energy of when he's collecting a lot of money. And that's what I do. Don't say in this place they didn't give me anything. Let me just talk anything and go. No. So far you have accepted the invitation. Speak with power. Prime speakers don't say this one they didn't pay. Let me just talk anything. No. You are going to be as effective as when they give you about $1 million. That's the way you will still speak. So anytime you have the opportunity to transform, to influence, and to impact people, don't joke with it. All the 5 C's becomes very relevant and gets into play. Your creativity, your connectivity, your content, your consistency, and the last one, which is your confidence. You need all these C's to become an effective speaker. Chidoke, you can take over from here. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
So sorry, Chidoke, just a minute. Please, those
Okay,
of
sir.
us, I think the payment for the certificate should commence now. The reason is because in the next 2 weeks, we might quickly do something about it. So if you don't have now, you can even be saving. But make sure if you have now, go and drop it. They will give you an account number to drop it. Go and drop it so that you know you are free. Then the certificate, if you are an undergraduate, is 2,500. If you have graduated, it's 5,000. That English is very clear. I didn't say if you're a copper. I didn't say copper. And I didn't say you are going to say undergraduate, you are in school. Graduate, you are not in school. You have finished school. As a public speaker, integrity is important. You are going to make 5 million, you're going to make 500,000. Don't because of 2,500 ruin the future. Just look for it. Be committed to it. That's the cheapest certification you will get in your life. That is of this value. You can't get it again. Even the next batch cannot pay this. It's going to be almost times 10 of what you are paying. So it's not something you are thinking about. And it's going international fully. So it's important to just sacrifice. There was a training I attended some years ago. I borrowed. I went to borrow now. But today I'm enjoying it. I borrowed the money, yes, and I paid back. If you borrow to get this certificate, you have borrowed well. It's a good borrowing. It's a good borrowing. So don't say I don't really have money. You won't if you don't have 2.5, you will not, you might likely not have 2.5 as you go, because people don't have it. They look for it. I went to borrow not because I was working now, and I went to borrow because I didn't have it. Not having it is not bad, but not taking a step to have it is bad. And if you said you don't want certificate, we will not print for you, but you are not a certified public speaker. That would be a lie. I will deny you. I don't know you because you came for knowledge. You didn't pay for certificate. So you will just say, I have attended a public speaking class before. If you want to write it in your CV, I have attended. Don't say you are a prime speaker. You are not. What makes you a prime speaker is that you are certified. All right. So that's the announcement. Thank you very much. I'm likely go now, but we'll talk later. Thank you very much for allowing me to speak to you. You guys are great. Thank you. Chidoke, please take
Thank you
over.
so much, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you so much. We appreciate your time. Thank you. Okay, so who is still here with me? Who is still here with me? I want to see your comments. I want to see your comments. Drop some comments. Drop some fire emojis. How was tonight? How was tonight's session, guys? Let's talk. How was tonight's session? Let's talk. Let's talk. I would love to see the ginger, the fire. Throw the bomb inside the comments box. If you burn it down, I'll build another one. Okay, so let me let me I hope you guys got value tonight. I want to see the effect. I want to see the effect in the comments. I want to see the effect in the comments. Okay, let me turn on my video so you can see my fine face. Okay, guys. So let me hear from you. Let me hear from you. Yeah, I'm seeing light. I'm seeing light. Light concept said tonight was awesome. Tonight was awesome. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I said, yeah, very good. Very good. Awesome. 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 Vivian, thank you so much, sir. I love that. Chidera Nzike. Nzeke. We are here. Okay, good, 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 good. We still do. Amazing. A part fashion wears. Awesome, 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 awesome. Now I'm seeing what I was looking for. Awesome. Good, 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 good. I love that. I love that. Yeah, so coach came with violence. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Absolutely amazing. Good. It was power. Good, 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 good. I'm seeing that. I'm seeing that. I'm seeing that. Good. Idara Umo, welcome. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. So, how many of you came here from my Facebook posts? I just made a Facebook post some minutes ago. How many of you came here from that post? I would like to know. Let me know if you came from the post. I'll be glad to know. So, let's do a quick talk here. Let's do a quick talk. I wanted to add something for us, for those who are still around. I wanted to do Jara for us, right? You talked about confidence. You talked about confidence, and a lot of people still struggle with confidence when it comes to public speaking or teaching. You know, a lot of people. And the truth is this: speaking is from the heart, right? I don't know. I ate corn. I don't know if it's showing in my mouth. That's why I've been licking my lips since. So speaking is from the heart. What makes you a great speaker is your ability to communicate. Your ability to communicate your ideas, what's inside your head, what's inside your mind or your heart to another person and allow the person to resonate with those thoughts. Allow the person vibe with that frequency. That's what makes you a great speaker. Because some of you are going to think that there has to be something special that would happen before you become a speaker. No. Same thing with coaching. There's some people that they don't feel they are enough to coach other people. Meanwhile, you've been coaching people all your life. You've been probably speaking to people all your life. It's just that you did not formalize it and call it public speaking. So this is where confidence also comes in. You have to believe in what you have to offer. Believe in what you carry already. Okay, believe in yourself. Now, let's talk about that confidence properly, right? I'm going to be sharing with you strategies that will help you develop your confidence. Okay, who wants to learn? Who wants to go a little bit extra with me? Who wants to let's see who wants to. This one is Jara. This one is just Jara, Jara. Who wants to? Okay, somebody has a question. I'll take your question. Yeah, if it's bigger than my head, I'll throw it to Coach Muiwa, and he will start with the question in our next session. So, who wants me to go further? Okay. Yeah, I'm waiting. Oh, I'm waiting. If you don't want me to go further, I'll just we'll end it here. So, okay, okay. I'm seeing a comment. I'm seeing a comment from Light Concepts. Oh, Jara, amazing. Okay, let's do Jara, right? Now, what makes you more confident is practice. What makes you more confident as a speaker is practice. You're going to keep doubting yourself until you start coming out from your shell. Let me tell you one truth. You already have a lot in your head. You already have a lot hiding inside of you that you need to unlock and allow that lot come out for other people to experience. You have a tap of, let me say, an infinite tap of value inside of you. And let me quickly say this. If you still don't feel like, if you don't feel like you know a lot to share, there's an atom of truth in that. It's a lie, but there's an atom of truth in that. What do I mean? You need to actually go and acquire. You need to invest in your learning. That's why he talked about content. There was a point of my life I felt very, I had low self-confidence. I wasn't confident in myself. I couldn't share my knowledge. In fact, I felt that I didn't know anything apart from reading books and you know, getting good grades and smashing A's and all that. I didn't know any of that. I felt like I was a dummy in life. If there's anything like life dummy, I would have given myself that title. In fact, I used to when did somebody I think somebody once called me a dummy and it got to me, told me don't be a bookworm and be a dummy in real life. It got to me. The thing he was referring to was not what made me feel guilty. I think he was talking about relationship stuff. That was when I was in senior secondary also. And I'm like, what is this one talking about? I don't even need this thing at all. But when he said that dummy, when the person said that dummy part, like it made me to think about life beyond books. And I felt like I didn't know anything actually, apart from school books. So I knew that was part of what was causing my problem. But when I began to invest in myself, take online courses, read books and stuff, I began to upgrade. I started seeing life differently, right? So when I get in conversation with people, I know I have something to share, I have something to contribute in that conversation. My self-confidence tripled, it rose. Okay. So you need to do work on yourself. You need to build, enlarge your coast, accumulate knowledge. I'm not of the party that would say keep you are enough. That statement, you are enough. I say it to, I say it as an encouragement, as a motivational speaker that I am. You are enough. But whenever I say that thing, I always, almost always give a disclaimer. Mhm. Why? Because if you tell the common person, the average person, you are enough, the person runs with it, and that could lead to a catastrophe. You are enough, but your enoughness can expire. Oh. That's why you need to keep building to sustain that enoughness and keep increasing the potential or keep increasing the enoughness. You are enough only to a certain category of people at a point in your life. You may be enough right now for people in primary school. You may be enough for people who are trying to pass quantitative reasoning. Hmm? But when they bring further mass, you expose yourself. So for you to be really enough, you need to build in line with the vision that you have, the people that you want to serve, the audience that you want to serve, the audience you want to cater for, those people you want to help. You have to keep building to that level. You have to keep investing in yourself. That's one of the ways to grow your self confidence. Affirmations work. Affirmations are beautiful. I teach affirmations. But let me shock you, I don't even do affirmations, and I'm very vulnerable. I'm very transparent with that. I don't wake up and start telling me I'm enough, I can do this, I can do, or before I go to speak at an event, I'm like, CJ, you can do this, you are a crystal ball with a Superman neck, and no, I don't do all those things. You can do it if it works for you. I teach that too. It's a strategy, works. I did a bit of psychology, so I know why it works, right? But my own is more of an internal motivation system. I have things that motivate me, you know. So probably those things keep speaking from the inside. And also because I have invested in myself. So you need to. Now, like I was saying, affirmations without work is nonsense, it's bullcrap, it's noise making. Affirmations without developing yourself is noise making. Mm, is noise making. You're just disturbing the atmosphere. Vain words. So if you are making affirmations, you have to ensure that I'm actually working in that direction that I'm affirming. If you like, sit down here and affirm 1 million naira in your account from now till next 500 years. If you do not get up and walk, if you don't get up and actually start moving in the direction and actually start looking for coaches who can put you in line, put you in the right, give you the right information to start. If you don't start looking for mentorship, if you don't start reading books, taking courses, doing the right stuff, if you don't get out to go and apply for that job, you are going to remain where you are. You just get tired of affirmations. No law of attraction can bring you anything substantial, anything tangible, if you are not doing the work. Okay. Yes. I'll be pulling up some of your comments. I saw somebody who said she has a question. I'll answer that. Chidera, I'll answer your question. Okay. Yes, practice makes you confident. Chidera said I'm speaking to her. Amazing. Okay. Tonight was premium value. Good, good, good. Just let me know if you are following. If you are following, drop something in the comments. If you are following, drop something in the comments. Okay. Let me know you are following in the comments. Okay. So we'll continue. Enlarge your coast. Yeah, your ability does not stop you. Your inability, yes, be confident. Go, good. For you to be enough, yes, you have to keep building yourself in line with your good. Absolutely good. Yeah, exactly. Affirmations without work is nonsense. Good. So, like I was saying, let me give you one secret that would also help you. One big secret that would help you when it comes to developing your confidence as a speaker. Hmm? And after that, I will share something special with you, something very, very special with you. What I'm going to share next. Eh? Hey, what I'm going to share next is going to transform your life. What I'm going to share next will have a very transformational effect on you. You'll be shocked when I share it. But let me leave that one for last, like later, for the last part. Okay. That's the bottom of the pot, the sweetest part. Now, what I want to say here is if you want to gain confidence in something, you have to attack the root of it, the root of what is preventing you from attaining that confidence. You want to gain confidence in public speaking. What is the root of that thing keeping you from launching out? For some people, it is imposter syndrome. the fact that you feel you are not enough. Even after reading so many books, taking so many courses, you still feel no, you're not worth it. The second one is what? Could be fear, you know, fear of any kind. Now, that phobia that exists, I'll tell you how to address it. One of the ways to address it is exposure therapy. I call it threshold expansion technique. What do I mean? That thing that you are afraid of doing, do it more. Do it more. Okay? Do it in smaller levels, do it in smaller ways, do it in smaller circles, in smaller volumes, and then you start coming out from there. You're afraid of speaking in a crowd, at least go live on Facebook to simulate that feeling. You know, a lot of you, when you first go live, you're going to feel tension. You'll be breathing fast. You don't know, are people even viewing? Am I saying rubbish and all that? Do it anyways. You are doing it in a smaller capacity so that you can prepare yourself. Record yourself with your phone screen, right? And upload it if you want to. Go through it if you want to. Go through it over and over again. Find out, okay, what is it that could be? What is it that I'm not really doing so well? And observe. I believe with time, all these things will keep coming. All these things will keep coming. There will be more. There will be more of these things. You know. But I just let chip this in because he talked about confidence. Okay, he talked about confidence. So I don't know how many of you are actually getting value tonight. How many of you are getting value tonight? How many of you are getting value right now? So what I'm going to do is this: I'll answer her question, and this is her question. This Chidera's Ziki. Okay, okay. So Chidera is asking, Coach CJ, my question is, must you have a certification on coaching to be a speaker? No, 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 you don't. You don't need a certification on coaching to be. I don't even know if that's what you meant to ask, but you don't need a certification on coaching to be a speaker. You don't also need a certification in public speaking to be a speaker. No. Now, what you need certifications for is for validation, a proof that, okay, I have actually invested in myself to not be like every other person, to not do it like every other person is doing it. I invested in myself to have a structure. But there are situational speakers, experiential speakers, or coaches. You don't need a certificate to become a coach. I became a coach before I obtained certifications on coaching. And why did I go for them? Yes, people were telling me I speak well. Yes, people were telling me I teach well. But I knew that there was something more. I needed to understand how this thing works in terms of structure, right? I needed to understand how it works in terms of structure. How do I itemize? What do I even need to be talking about the more? What is it that the people at the top have been talking about? How do they address these issues when they come up? That's one of the reasons. Then two is to prove social proof. So when I'm done and I upload my certificate online and people are saying congratulations, 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 blah blah blah. I tell a story behind why I decided to go for that certification and I obtain another one and I post. And you know, it helps build that trust. Okay, people are saying, wow, oh, wow, he's investing in himself. They're watching you. They're watching you grow. Okay, that's one of the reasons you need to actually get certified. Get the certificate, go and post it online. Go and tell them, I've done work on myself. That's the evidence. Okay, that's the evidence. And a lot of times, people are beginning to see an overwhelm of I call it dummy certificates. Dummy certificate. There's no accredited body, licensed training body certifying you. Anybody can issue certificates. You just see everybody's doing training up and down, giving certificates. Anybody can issue certificates. But is there an accredited body responsible for that certification or license? That is the one you can add to your CV. That's the one you will be more proud to post. Pa, Texas, USA, Global League of Creative Intelligence certified coaches certified me on public speaking. It's a whole vibe on its own. You can carry it anywhere. You are GL. You know what it means to be Global League of Creative Intelligence Certified Coaches certified? Do you know what it means? Even myself, I will get the certificate despite the fact that I'm a whatever facilitator. I'm going to get certified as well. You know, so that makes a lot of sense. But you don't need it to say you're a speaker or you're a coach. It gives you that structure. Yes, the certificates don't even give you the structure. They give you the evidence. They give people the evidence of that structure. And trust me, I've done a lot of learning. I've done gotten a lot of certificates. Truly, yeah, it's sweet. I will confess, it's sweet to complete something, get certified for. I completed this thing from beginning till the end. You got certified. It's very sweet. Don't mind people that will come and tell you it's not about the certificate. It's not about the certificate. Yeah, 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 yeah. Don't mind those people. A lot of them wish they can actually obtain the certificates you're obtaining. I'm proud of myself, all of my certifications, all of them from beginning to end. And I can tell you I have over 200 of them. you know Different topics, different courses, different programs, different master tracks, a lot of them. Okay, so it shows that you are actually investing in learning how things should be done. It's not how every other person is doing it. No, you want to know this thing. How should it be done? What's the proper way? What's the ethical way of coaching? What's the ethical way of speaking? you know Proper speaking, you should be unbiased. You should reduce the way you propagate myth. If you are speaking to people, you should reduce the way you propagate fear. Or those are some of the things you will learn when you are going through a structured program and you get certified with as the evidence. Okay, so I hope I answered your question. You don't need certificate to become a coach. There are many people who are coaching. There are many people who have made millions of dollars from coaching, and they say they've never ever done any certificate program and stuff. Yeah, a lot of times your experience in life has positioned you already to become a coach or a speaker. Your experiences in life has positioned you to become a coach or become a speaker, right? And you may not need any additional for fancy stuff. Okay, the only thing you would need is to keep acquiring more knowledge and adding to what you have. And if that entails getting a new course and getting certified, go for it. Okay, absolutely. So good, validation and social proof. Good, absolutely good. Yeah. Okay. Oh, amazing, amazing, amazing. I'm seeing the comments here. Chidera is saying this Jaya was a light to my dark dilemma. Chijioke did read. Wow, did I read your mind before coming live? Okay, no, I didn't read your mind. I didn't read your mind. I didn't read your mind. Okay. Okay, good, good. Phenomenal Cynthia. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. You're welcome. You're welcome. So I'm going to be very. You're welcome. You're welcome, Chidera. I know we've dropped. A lot of people have gone. They've gone to bed. So I'm going to be very, very vulnerable right now, and this is the life-changing moment. I'll be sharing some things with you, right? And what I want you to understand is this: you can you can actually penetrate the global market from a third world country. Okay, you can reach the world from your location, wherever it might be. So you have no limitation from practicing what you've learned. There's nothing holding you back from practicing what you learned. You have social media. You can start your speaking career there. You already have a TEDx platform right in your hand. If you are seeing me right now, if you can view me right now, you can see me. You have what it takes to take over the world. No matter where you are, no matter what you are going through right now, doesn't really matter. Okay. I was sharing with my inner circle, and I was telling them how I was able to, break through, uh, get invitations to speak in global events and all that. And the funniest part of that, the strangest and funniest part of that was I did all that from my hometown, my village. Village. If you say hometown, it's tush. But I did that from a village, right? I had several very, very funny, some terrible experiences. You know, running around looking for network, standing on the road and, doing calls, long calls on the road, um, just because of network, or looking for where to charge, or spending a lot of money on the fuel, on generator, to fuel the generator, to organize training programs, or to attend events where I'm invited to speak. I did all that without letting those limitations hold me back. Those supposed limitations, right? You don't need to be in a perfect place. This is not a perfect place. This is a pillow. It's not a turning chair. It's not, what am I saying? This is a bed. This is a bed. I'm currently staying on, and this is what you have. It even looks like I'm in an office chair, you know. But the thing is this: I prioritize service over perfection, and that's the secret. With this, I was able to take over a lot of sectors. I got invitations here and there. I still get to today. Here and there, come and share my knowledge. I want to partner with you. I want to do this. I want you to come on board, and this and that and that. I got invitations internationally, health, wellness, many things, right? And most of the time, after speaking, nobody would know that, hey, this guy is speaking from the village. It's not about my environment, it's about what's in here. It's about the value I'm able to deliver. Okay. None of you care whether the room I'm sitting on now, whether it's so arranged, or whether it's scattered, or you can see me. At least you can see this place. This place may be all I need. All I need. Eh? To do whatever I want to do online, right? To penetrate any market you want to penetrate. So I see a lot of people, they keep waiting for, let me get perfect first. Let me get it all perfect. Let me, paint my room, decorate it, buy microphone, buy a phone stand, and buy this and buy that and buy all those things, all those fancy stuff that people push online. And they think that's what they need before they start. The best thing I'll tell you, that would help you, start simple. Start with what you have. All you may ever need is something like this. Yeah, I did all I did. Learn to improvise. He talked about creativity. Bring it home. Take these lessons, bring them home. Learn to improvise. See what I'm using to hold my phone right now. Let me show you the device I'm using to hold my phone. See it here. Eh? This device. I have a phone stand. I have a ring light. I bought my brother bought a ring light for me. Yeah. I have a phone stand and a ring light. Before I got those, what I was using to hold my phone was, let me tell you what I started with. I started with pegs. I was holding my phone with pegs to do live meeting, sessions on Facebook Live or stuff. Like, I was using peg to hold two sides of my phone, put peg, like there's a way I arrange it. Peg, use another peg and put at the end of that one, so it will have a broad base. You may not understand what I'm saying, but I'll just connect the thing and my phone will stand, and I'm speaking, and you think, this guy is on another level. Yeah. But then I was struggling. I didn't have a lot of money for all the fancy stuff, but something was moving me more than my current situation, and that was passion to deliver. Passion and a sense of purpose. The fact that I know that if I keep waiting for my own brand to be perfect, if I keep waiting to have everything all set, you know, the people who are waiting for me, they may not have so much time to wait. The people who are waiting for me to come out from my seeming struggle and get perfect, that their captivity may cause them more harm. Whatever situation they are in that I can help with may cause them more harm. So when you want to start speaking, when you want to start creating content, or even coaching, when you want to start delivering that value, remember, you don't have to start it all perfect. Go live on Facebook. You have knowledge that can save somebody's life. You have knowledge that can save somebody money. You have knowledge that can make somebody money. Nothing stops you. Practice, practice, practice. Get on, speak. Get on, go live and speak. Tell them, yes, I'm doing this. I know I'm nervous, but I'm going to give it a try. Coach CJ said I should do this. Let me do it. You know, it's just 2 minutes of my time. That's how you grow. That's how you continue to put yourself in that environment, and you get to a point where you realize that when you don't come to the crowd, you come to the public, and you don't feel anything. I got so used to speaking that, people always say there's always a trace of anxiety in every speaking, whatever, whenever you go. It's not true. It's not true. You can break thresholds, you can break over thresholds. So I got so used to speaking, especially to young people, that I was invited to come and speak to young people in my school. And I mounted the stage. I thought I would feel nervous. No trace, no single trace of anxiety, no single trace of fear or nervousness came. Oh my God, amazing. Okay, light concept. Amazing. So we thank God for that. Those precious tears, let them out, let them flow. Okay, let them flow. It's part of what we do, it's part of it. Okay, so allow them to flow. It's part of how you gain clarity, it's part of how you enjoy yourself. Allow them flow. Okay, so you have knowledge that can transform somebody's life. Don't wait. Don't wait. Don't wait. Don't think about your environment. If I keep waiting about my environment, if I keep thinking about my environment, I won't be doing this because I'm still not in a perfect environment right now. But nobody knows. Nobody even cares. Nobody cares. Some of you think you have to become the best, you have to become a billionaire before you can speak to another person. No, no. It may be that one suit that you have, eh? It may be that one suit that you have that you keep for every speaking engagement, no problem. Even if you don't have suit, maybe that one shirt, that one blouse, that okay, this one can take. But beyond that thing, the material stuff around you, it's the capacity that you have built over time. It's the value you have to deliver. So go ahead, don't be afraid. Go ahead, go out there, share your knowledge, make an impact in your world. Good. Make an impact in your world. Dare to make a difference. Dare to make a difference. Don't stop giving value. Put up a training. Speak to people. Speak life to people. You've been learning a lot here. It's time to start practicing. I expect to see you all beginning to practice after now. Learn to improvise. Said that earlier. I I use both peg. I use kitchen spoon hanger. Hey God, it was in my inner circle. I showed them. I did. That was my inner circle. I showed them all those things. I did the, what is it called, behind the scenes, and I showed them all those things, how I started and everything. Nobody knew. I used my reading lamp in place of what is it called, in place of ring light. My reading lamp. You know, so you don't have to be thinking, I don't have this. My phone is not the best. My this is not that. My my room is not so well decorated. Blah blah blah. All those things are excuses. Even if I decide that my room is not the best in the world, is the worst in the world, I can actually do this, and I get to speak with you still. Yes, the engagement rate may reduce. Yes, it may not be so wonderful. I mean, you may not connect with me as much, but then I'm still able to transfer a certain level of energy to you through my voice, and you vibe with it. You understand me. And that is what communication is about. But I'll show you my fine face, sha. Okay. So I hope you are getting me tonight. I hope you get where I'm coming from. Okay. So we are here to empower you to make the decision to move. It's beyond just doing another course and getting certified. It's beyond that. It's way beyond that. I organized training that pulled in thousands of people at once from my village. From my village. Now imagine if I decided to be less self-confident because after I'm in the village, these people are this one is in USA, this one is in this one is in Canada, this one is in Ghana, this one is in no. That's even when it takes more courage. That's when you even admire the work you are doing more. Because despite the struggle, despite at that point, I may be teaching and you just be hearing chicks will be passing. I'm like, oh God, okay, let me compose myself. Nobody really cared. I found out nobody really cared about all those things. Those are normal things. Okay, so you've got to give yourself a chance to manifest. Give yourself a chance to manifest. Light said, Light said, yeah, I said prioritize service over perfection. Good. Light said, speak to me directly. Okay. I'm the only one delaying my YouTube channel. My advice to you is start it. Just go and start it. That's how my own YouTube channel started. A lot of see, let me tell you one thing. This is now a heart-to-heart conversation. A lot of things I have started in this my life started as joke. Started as joke. I just say, let me just do it. The community I started building, we are now over 2.2 thousand members, learn 247. Started as joke. In fact, the first name of the WhatsApp group was LOL, laugh out loud for no reason. Then it turned to something serious. So learn to start imperfect. Learn to start imperfect. Yes, get the basics ready. Get your brain ready. Get the basics ready. If you want to host a class, do a good design. At least invest in a good design. That's in fact, if you want to host a class now, all you need is a good flyer, good looking flyer. Sometimes you may not even need a flyer at all. You may not need flyer, but you need a good flyer, sure. A group, a WhatsApp group, a an invitation note and the link to the group. That's all. That's all. So learn to start. If you don't start imperfect, you may never start. Okay, so go and do that thing. Go and start that YouTube channel. I procrastinated starting my this YouTube channel you are benefiting from right now. By the way, you should subscribe if you have not subscribed. Then like the video as well. Yeah, just like the video to help the algorithm. But this channel you are looking at right now, I didn't start it when I was meant to. I procrastinated it for a year plus, 1 year plus. And at a point, I was like, I can't take it anymore. Let me just do one thing. Let me just do something. Just do because I found that I at that point typing was better for me than speaking. Yes, I could teach. If you bring me to teach in a live, I mean physical offline environment, I could teach. I can vibe. I could vibe easily. But speaking in front of the camera was a no for me. It was I could not. You know, so I had to just go and just do it. Just go live. Just do it. Just do it. So I typed something, wrote on my whiteboard, put my whiteboard behind my phone, placed my phone on top of the kitchen spoon hanger. Definitely, that was what I had then, you know. And I was just looking at my whiteboard and pretending to be looking at my camera screen. The first video on YouTube, later you can go down to that first video to inspire you a lot. Go back to that first video. Maybe I'll send it in the group. Go to the first video on my YouTube channel. My first YouTube video. Start now. I think, yeah, start now is the title. I think it's the title. So I put my whiteboard and I was reading, people at my whiteboard, and I tried to explain people, try to explain and all that. Now, after doing that video, I circulated it, I pushed it around, and people were like, "Oh, this is so nice, this is so inspiring." Blah blah. Next thing I saw, 100 and something views in a few days. Next thing, 400 and something views. I was like, wow, wow, just wow. You know, and it became a story. Today, if somebody comes to me, I want to start, but I'm still trying to. It's not yet perfect. I'm saying, go and look at my first video. It wasn't perfect, but go and look at it. I didn't mind. I was nervous. I was panicking. I was shy, but I did it anyways. You've got to learn to take that risk. It's for your life. It's for your future, and it is for the future of the people you are serving, the people you are called to serve. See, if you don't start giving out that thing inside of you now, somebody is going to be dying, and somebody may die eventually. Mhm. There's somebody you are meant to be there for, with your content, with your voice, with your message, with your story. You see, that's the reason I don't just come to Facebook to cruise. I don't just come on my WhatsApp status and I start just cruising, come to Instagram cruising. I don't have time for, I don't have time just to be, or to come and impress you, to come and post my new suit, my new this, I did this, or my new achievements. No, every opportunity I have to reach out to somebody, I believe I should be giving value. Every slight opportunity I have to get my message out there, there should be something valuable in there. Even if it is to make people laugh, that is still value. Even if it is to make people laugh, there is a message behind that thing. Okay, there's a message behind it. I hope I'm not making somebody cry. Oh. Hey, me, I'm a very gentle person. Oh. Okay, so that's what I wanted to pass. Get rid of perfectionism. Perfection is a myth. It doesn't exist. Get rid of it already. Cut it. Some of you, this night is going to be your liberation night. You can come out from here. You are launching. You are launching your class. You are launching your session. You are launching your training. Whatever it is. Get rid of perfectionism. Okay. Good. 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 So amazing. Dare to make a difference. Epiphah. Start with what you have. Good. Good. Okay. Okay, good, good. So hold on, hold on. You can be engaging in the comments. Just let me know if you can hear me. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. It was a little emergency, so yeah, I'm back. So, guys, yes, yes, yes. Amazing, amazing. So we are done for tonight. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So I'm still here. I'm still here. Thank you all for sticking with me tonight. Yeah, thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for coming around. Okay, I would love to connect with you. I would love to connect with you on a personal note. Okay, so reach out to me if you want. If you want us to connect. I have my mentorship program coming up for this July, and I'm just bringing it in. I'm chipping it in. Okay, if it's something you want to be part of, you want to join my inner circle, I've been posting it somewhere on my social media platform, so you can check it out. Or you can reach out to me. You can request to be part of the circle. I won't persuade anybody. I won't. I'm just popping it up. I won't persuade anybody. So if you're interested, you can reach out. So yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay. You are becoming a prime speaker. You are becoming a prime. I'm glad. I'm really glad. Wow. I'm really glad. I'm really glad. I'm really glad. Light and Chidima. Okay. Amazing. Amazing. So that's it. That's it. I want you all to do something for me, right? I want you to I want you all to do two things for me, right? Two things. One is this: I'm giving you two assignments. Um, Vivian, if you're here, you can take note. Two assignments. One is to go live and share your experience so far in this meeting. Okay, your experience so far. And while you are sharing your experience, you can bring out 3 points or 4 points that stood out for you and teach your audience, right? Can make the 5 minutes live session, teach your audience what you've learned so far in the prime speaking training. And I want you to do something, right? Because I told you about starting simple. All you never need is your hand and your phone. Okay, or you can position your phone on your laptop, just open your laptop, put your phone there and go live, or you can put it on something that can hold your phone. If you have a phone stand that's available, maybe a tripod or something, that's good. Ensure adequate lighting, ensure that your eye is in contact with this camera, this game camera. Okay, ensure that you are looking there. You see, I'm trying to balance that with my there's a difference between this. There's a difference between looking at where's the camera. Okay, this is my camera, right? This is my camera. I'm looking here, and it gives you the feeling that I'm looking at you if I'm looking at my camera. But if I am looking at my screen, it seems I'm looking away. I think this is even upside down, probably, however it is. But but if I'm looking at my camera hole here, you feel that connection, that eye contact. If I'm looking at the screen, my eyes have shifted. So these are tips that you need that will help you. Okay, so go ahead and do a live session, explain to people, teach people. Okay, so yes, thank you so much. I want to join you in a second. I've been trying to raise the money. Amazing, amazing. You can raise the money and join. So thank you very much. And the next thing is text. Use text to write a testimonial. Okay, with the flyer of the program. Write a testimonial, put it on social media. Okay, so that's where we would end for tonight. This is I'm pleading with you. It's one of the ways you show gratitude and let us know that our work is really benefiting you. Okay. Put it on social media, write extensively, you know, hype the event, let people know that something is going on here, and tag me, tag Coach Muiwa. Okay. One is my experience so far in the Prime Public Speaking Bootcamp. That's the headline. Okay, tag me, tag Coach Muiwa. You can write a short stuff there. Then the next one is like a testimonial. So far the journey so far, testimonial. Then put the flyer. That will be in text. Okay, so that's it. I hope you guys got value. I hope you got value. This is where we end it for tonight, guys. I would want to see. I want to see the ripple effect of this training online. I want to see the effect on it of the training on social media. So go to Facebook, go to Instagram and follow me on Instagram. Talk about the training. Tag me on Instagram. Okay. If you're on Twitter too, you can do that. If you're active on Twitter, if you're more active on Twitter, okay, you can do that. What else? You can post on LinkedIn if you're on LinkedIn as well. So anyone. Okay. But I prefer Facebook and Instagram than any other place. So I'm really glad you all came around. I'm really glad you came around. Okay. And I believe you got something tonight. I really believe you got something tonight. Okay. So have a wonderful day. I love you all with the depth of my heart, and I'm sure Coach Niwa loves you too. So yes, that's what I decided to share. Wow, it's been a whole 45 minutes. That's absolutely cool. Okay, so share the word. Go ahead and share the word. Okay, go ahead and share the word. I God bless you too, light. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. I appreciate. I appreciate. Okay, so let me turn off now. I'll still leave it live for a little while so that those who are just joining can get to the end, because the video is going to be off for a while, then it will come back on. I think that's the way StreamYard does because they need to upload the video from StreamYard to YouTube. So once I go off now, the video will be unavailable till maybe around 2 or 3 hours to come back on. Okay, so I'll leave it on for some people who are just joining to complete. Okay, so enjoy the music in the background. Aw, thank you. Light Concept, you should send me a message because I'm trying to figure out who that is. Light Concept. Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much.